Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another show, Soccer As We Like It, the Man United direction, the channel for United and football fans all over the world. Man United won, Brighton 2. United suffer a defeat again to Brighton. In the last preseason, we just cannot seem to beat Brighton. While you're watching, smash the like on our video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on all the social media platforms as we approach 4K. Thank you very much. Right. This was a game United. You see, these are the issues. The team that started last week against Fulham didn't do enough. Why start the same team again against Brighton, who's a much difficult opponent than Fulham? Well, so this is Eric Ten Hag. The back four was the same. Mazzari, Dallo pen on there, Mazzari pen on right, Martinez and Maguire. Then in the middle, you had Meno, Casemiro, and Bruno. Up front, you had the fourth line in Mount, Rashford, and Ahmad. Our condolences to Ahmad, who lost his stepmom the day before, which was Friday. But this is the reality of United's season. I will start by saying there were some positives. There was some improvement in play, ball control, passes were better than previous. Anyone who is saying it was no different in terms of passing and they can't see any chance, you're actually either delusional and need to be sectioned under the Mental Health Act, or you're just biased and twisted against Manchester United. There is some changes. There has been some improvement. Just because you don't see change doesn't mean there's no progress. You see what I mean? But as they say, this was the story of Manchester United. We had the better chances in the first half. A beautiful, and I mean a left foot cross from Dallo in the first half. Ahmad could have either done a diving header, but the angle was difficult. He decided to go with a volley, which went over the bar. But other than that, Brighton had the chances. Dallo had to get the ball off the line, which was trickling into the after Onana was beaten. Dallo again had to scoop the ball from going in over the line. At that point, United were under the cosh, going in a goal down. So that goal United conceded, I would definitely hold Maguire responsible for that goal, because on a normal situation, that goal should not have. It shouldn't. You should not. You can't let the ball go past you twice. That was just unacceptable in all levels. Maguire was just ball watching. He let that ball come across him. I don't know why he thought that was the best option for him to do. And Danny Welbeck, of all people, scores the goal again. You see what I mean? And this is the point I'm saying. Maguire should have cut that cross out the first time around. The ball was. So we go 1-0 down. Then the second half, we try to change formation. We make a substitution. Mount is taken off as the fourth line. And we bring in, who did we bring in? We brought in Garnacho. Then, as of, up to that point, Rashford had been missing in action. He had an offside goal disallowed, but Rashford, it should not be starting, because we can't play him into form if he's not in form. He has to find a way to make an impact by starting off the bench and be ready like a bull. When they say stay ready, to be ready. So that's where he. So I'm not in support of Eric Ten Hag starting Rashford yesterday. There's no reason. There were some bad errors and bad judgment calls made by Ten Hag yesterday. So Maguire should have done better with that first. That was all on Maguire. Poor defending, lack of awareness, and lack of a situation to cut that cross out. See what I mean? And it's just not good enough at this level. Then we get an equalizer. Beautiful goal from Ahmed. Absolutely lovely. I loved it like a bag of chips. It was absolutely beautiful. We go 1-1. At that point, more changes are made. But the significant and the strangest change of all was he takes off Bruno. No, before that, he substitutes Rashford, because Rashford was not performing, no impact, nothing, absolutely nothing. He takes off Rashford. So the problem now is, the problem now is this. What are we doing with Rashford? I mean, it's like, I don't know what to say. This guy is literally off form. When someone is off form, You can't keep picking him and hoping they find form. He needs to be dropped. He needs to sit on the bench. Then, when he sees the hunger and brought in as a sub, Garnacho should be starting these games, who is more that. So when those changes were made, you saw the impact Garnacho was making. You saw Ahmad and Garnacho on both sides. You saw the effect. But Rashford was non-existent in the first half up to that point. Then we're now at this point, we're now 1-1. Garnacho comes on. We are chasing the game. We are about to win the game. We scored the goal to win the game. But just because Xerxes' knee touched the ball, the goal was disallowed. And that really hurts United. I mean, I don't think United really recovered. You see what I mean? And that was absolutely unacceptable. But this is football. These are the calls you have to deal with, you know. So at this point, it's 1-1. United make more changes. But the strangest change of all time is taking off Bruno, the captain, who's the only creator at that moment, and brings on McTominay. Why would you do that, Eric? Eric Ten Hag, why would you do that? Why would you take off Bruno and bring on McTominay? Okay, yeah, McTominay will get your goal, but who's creating the chances for him? You've taken off, at this point, Ahmed had left. So Casemiro was, you could see, was tired. Mane didn't have a great game. So where was the chances going to come from? So he takes off Bruno and brings on McTominay, who didn't make any impact at all. Then he brings on Anthony and he brings on Eriksen. And you're thinking, like, what the fuck is this guy doing, mate? I'm seeing people already say Ten Hag out. This is not Ten Hag out. No, we're not going down the Eric Ten Hag out. No, that's not where we are. We are concerned about United lackadaisical unawareness, lack of vision of where they should be and where the opponents are. So that's on the defenders. The first goal was a defensive error. Maguire should have done better. The second goal, no, that takes the fucking cake. Absolutely takes the fucking cake. For that guy, for them to make a goal, you could see the guy raise his hands up, find me. None of them are looking behind like, who is he going to cross the ball to? Should have none have come out? Probably so. If I was, Schmeichel would have come out, then stay on the line and try and get the ball. No. Dalot, that was his position. No one was there. They had 3 Brighton guys lining up to head the ball. So it could have been A, B, or C. You see what I mean? João Pedro got the goal because there was no one with him. And you look at it again, right? If you look at that goal, I'll put that goal up again. When you look at it, you can see that United could have done better. But this is what we're saying. This is what we are saying. You got to be alert. You got to be alert. There's no way that guy should be all by himself. There is no way. Just look at the defenders. They are not even close to it. He had the chance to head the ball because he called for the ball, but no one saw him. And this was at literally a minute ago. We are used to scoring at the last minute, but to concede it broke Man United fans. It broke their hearts. It hurt. It wasn't so much as in the defeat, it's the manner of the goal. No one, he had a free header. No one was tackling him. Now, that's where United could be held accountable. Why was they free Brighton defenders by themselves? See what I mean? Unacceptable in all levels. Unacceptable at all levels. You see what I mean? This is not good enough. Not good enough. So when you look at it Maguire was one for the first goal. Rashford had a stinker. I mean, I do commend Ahmad. Did he have a great game? No, but he scored our goal. He had 2 chances, scored 1. So he makes the effort. Rashford, on the other hand, doesn't even make the effort. I don't know what's wrong, Rashford. We need to step out of all that emotional academy. Oh, he's one of the lads he grew up from. No, he's 26. I'm so happy. Alan Shearer challenged Gary Lineker yesterday on Match of the Day saying he needs to be better. You know what? And he kept on being offside. And it was so obvious. You could see You're not on the same line with the defenders. And Alan Shearer called out Gary Lineker, saying Gary Lineker was wrong to say he's still young, he can learn. No, he's 26. Stop pacifying players who need to be criticized. And this is the issue, that bias. Oh, Gary Lineker says, at least he's making the runs. Making the runs, he's got to the point on his football, he should be looking at the lines of the defenders. That's Alan Shearer, well done, mate, for calling out Gary Lineker for supporting and condoning buffoonery and lackadaisical poor vision sight from Rashford. Unacceptable from Gary Lineker. But am I surprised? Absolutely not. So, I will say this. I will say this. That game yesterday, we could have won that game easily. You know, we could have easily won that match, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Without a shadow of doubt, I think we would have won that game easily. It hurt because it was the manner and the timing of the goal. The timing of the goal was what hit United fans. So United had, well, I pulled up the stats. United had 51% possession compared to Brighton's 48%. United had 11 shots. Brighton had 14 shots. United had 4 on target. Brighton had 5 on target. United had 5 off target. Brighton had 6 off target. United blocked 2 shots. They blocked 3. Percentage completion. Mind you, Brighton are a better passing team, but we had 80% completion of passing compared to their 86%. Clear-cut chances, United only had 2. They had 2. 4 corner kicks each. United were caught 6 times offside, 4 of them on Rashford. So that's what Alan Shearer was saying. At this age, Rashford needs to know and look at his lines. And Lineker was saying, oh, he's making the runs. You can't be making the runs when you're not looking at your line. So that's a bad excuse Lineker's giving to Rashford. When Alan Shearer is saying, no, Lineker, he should know by now. Shearer, top man, mate. Tackles won, they had 70% tackles won. We had only 57. So, you know what I mean? It's just... It's just annoying because of the way we consider the goal, the manner, the lateness of the goal. That is why United fans are quite upset about this result. We didn't play badly. We could have taken our chances. The defenders, the 2 goals were pure defense lapse. Lack of focus, lack of concentration, lack of awareness. Maguire, first goal. Second goal, the defense should be looking where everyone is. They saw the guy chip that ball because the other guy, Pedro, raised his hand, find me. And he was all by himself. He had the free header. It was like a practice training match, which is sad. But I hope Erik ten Hag learns Xerxes should be starting. Xerxes should be starting. Mount should not even be there. Rashford should. So next week against Liverpool, if we play like this, we are going to be dismantled, decimated, terminated, obliterated, and decapitated at Old Trafford, which we don't want that to happen. The least we could do is beat Liverpool. Would it be easy? Not exactly, no, it won't be. But we have to find a way. We need to find a way to beat Liverpool. There's no other way. We have to beat Liverpool next week at Old Trafford. It's just that simple. But I know it's hard. You start Xerxes, you start Garnacho, you start De Ligt. You don't start Maguire. You play De Ligt and Martinez. You play Xerxes as a false 9 behind Bruno in front of him. You start Garnacho on the left. You start Ahmad on the right. Rashford's on the bench. Mount on the bench. Maguire on the bench. And that's how you're going to beat Liverpool next. If not, we're going to be sitting here. So I'm not too disappointed. I'm just like, it can be better. Erik ten Hag needs to make better selections because that selection of playing Mount and playing Rashford and playing Maguire, cut them guys out. They are not good enough, mate. As for Rashford, that's a video for another day. From all of us, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out to subscribe to our channel. And we are growing fast and furious as the biggest fan channel in the United States. I want to thank you all. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Don't let this ruin your weekend. From me, it's goodbye and good night.